Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
The beautiful countryside in the northeast is definitely blessed with the bounties of nature. But with the onset of monsoon, malaria is news. For the authorities, sleepless nights for several weeks tackling the menace of the tiny mosquito. June, on the other hand, was anti-malaria month, and it is time to take on the disease. The Malaria Research Center at Sonapur near Guwahati becomes busy formulating research-based strategies to tackle the situation.
In Assam, for example, out of 23, 21 districts are worst affected by malaria. Generally, these are the foothill areas which are worst affected, or forested villages. So, in fact, malaria-carrying mosquito breeds in the foothill areas or in the deep forest. Those are the villages which are worst affected by the malaria.
The village folks are the worst affected and thus attracts the most attention.
We are doing research only in the 7 states of the northeast region. Primarily, we are located in Assam. Primarily, our focus is Assam because Assam is reachable to us. Other areas are very far-flung, but we do go other states also.
It includes rapid diagnosis, multiple prevention, focused research, and a well-coordinated action plan that helps carry forward a dynamic global movement against the killer disease.
Mosquito, which is a malaria-carrying mosquito, Anopheles mosquito, sitting an angle from the wall, and this characteristic posture. So, and this is the different stages of the mosquito: egg, larva, pupa, adult. See, in this larva is a parallel to the water surface as compared to these two Aedes and Culex. And the mouth parts of the male-female are very distinct. And actually it is the female mosquito which is the carrier of the malaria parasite.
The center collects different species and subspecies of the Anopheles mosquito, keeps them confined on the nets, and carries out various studies. Of them, Anopheles minimus is the most dangerous. The center has also identified a particular variety of fish that relishes on mosquito larvae, and such fishes are distributed for free among the people to be bred in ponds and nullas.
See, people expect that malaria control is a function of the government in general, and that is a wrong concept. Now the focus is on that malaria is a everyone concern. That there is a logo outside. The government also says malaria control is a concern of everyone, because after independence, malaria was decreased in 60s, then again has come back. So you can't keep on spending money on malaria and malaria is increasing. So people have to come forward. That means the focus is on everyone concerned and community participation.
The center's strategies have come in handy for the health authorities in different states. But there have been complaints that the strategies hardly reach the common man.
No, it's not the case. No. Our program is reaching. You see, the medicated nets, we have evolved the concept. We have field tested the technology. We have demonstrated the technology to the state government. We are the resource person on this subject. We have transferred the technology to the 7 states. So which is being implemented, incorporated into the system. What else you want? And surprisingly, many of the tribal people, they know which plant to eat when they have a fever, when they have a loose motion. So they are very healthy that viewpoint. And they take those medicines, plants, etc. and get cured. And we are now discovering those plants. What are those plants? We try to find out what is the compound in that plant and see if we can make up a new drug for the malaria.
इसको असमीस में तीता वाकुरी कहते हैं, जो यहाँ के लोगों का पक्का विश्वास है कि ये मलेरिया में काम आता है। इसके लिए हम यहाँ पर इसको लगाकर इसका मेडिकली इफेक्टिव ट्राई कर रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं। और इसको सिरोता तीता कहते हैं। ये भी मतलब यहाँ के लोगों का विश्वास है कि ये मलेरिया में बहुत ही काम लायक चीज़ है।
Teams of doctors and other medical staff also reach out to the people in the malaria-prone districts, carry out surveys, collect blood samples, which are often tested on the spot, and carries out massive educational campaigns, transfer of technology, and insecticide-treated mosquito nets. The center also encourages the villagers to come to the malaria clinic at the research center.
You see, the problem here is the people are basically tribal oriented, tribal communities. They are forest dwellers. Their livelihood depends upon the forest, and they can't move out of their own system, and so the life goes on.
But despite all these, malaria continues to strike, though the casualty figures are gradually coming down. Meghalaya, they border the clouds as two important ingredients required for small industries, assured and quality power and cheap labor. And with it exists a ready market too. The industrial park set up by the Meghalaya Industrial Development Corporation at Bernihar is today humming with activities.
Ours is a public limited company, it's Meghalaya Steels Limited. We have started with our induction furnace unit in 99. We have gone for our second phase, integrated phase. It is a re-rolling unit where we produce store steels or sections. The raw material basically for our induction furnace unit is sponge iron, which we procure from Bihar, Jamshedpur area. The sponge iron, it's called the sponge iron. Then in sponge iron we mix a little bit of scraps, all iron scraps, wherever we get. We get almost from the entire northeast, right from Siliguri. And we add the additives there like silicon and manganese, which we are in future going to make by ourselves.
Thanks to availability of cheap manpower and quality and uninterrupted power, such plants, though small in size, are coming up by the dozen here. The state government has a special package scheme of incentives that includes state capital investment subsidy, subsidy for cost incurred on preparation of feasibility study and project report, power subsidy, and even a local employment promotion grant.
कितना में रखना पड़ता है?
1600 डिग्री, 1600 डिग्री,
और बिगिनिंग से इतना क्या कितना
वोल्टेज 2400 वोल्टेज, 2400 किलोवाट.
Over and above these, the special Northeast industrial policy, a sequel to the Prime Minister's special package to the region, has also come as an additional encouraging factor.
जो मशीनरीज है हमारी सब मतलब लेटेस्ट है, नई है। रोलिंग मिल है हमारा ऑटोमेटिक है, तो और लेबोरेटरी भी है हम लोगों के पास में। तो हमारे माल का मतलब कोई ऐसा है कि मतलब एडवांस से सेल होता है।
Power is cheap and easily available in Meghalaya, that is a major hydel power plant near Shillong. And the state is also free from labor unrest. Steel is manufactured in various specifications here, based on the need of the consumers, most of it going to the government constructions like bridges and buildings. Large-scale construction activities are going on in the government and private sector in the Northeast, thanks to the Prime Minister's special economic package for the region. It has, on the other hand, given the units an assured and ready-made market.
In furnace, per annum, we can take it up to 3,000 metric ton per annum.
Steel, after all, is a major indicator of development, and consumption of more steel means more development of the region. That exactly is where the special incentives given by the Meghalaya government have come in handy. Arunachal Pradesh is one of the most unexplored states of the country. Located in eastern Himalayas, the state has numerous tribes, one of the most prominent being the Apatanis. They live in small hamlets with 30 to 40 houses in each cluster. The houses are made of bamboo, including the roofs and the raised platforms. Hard-working as they are, the life expectancy of the Apatani tribal is much higher than most other tribals. The typical bamboo houses consist of one hall with a hearth at the center, which keeps the room warm during the winter and the rainy seasons. Experts in handicrafts, the Apatanis also cultivate rice in a big way and practice pisciculture. The lower Subansuri district, located at a height of 5,700 feet above sea level, also has wide valleys suitable for wheat cultivation. Rice is their staple food. Weaving is a major spare time activity. A large number of women are also engaged in carpet making to supplement their income.
go dimple dimple.
Muduka go dimple dimple.
Kanya se dikhu dikhu.
Kanya se dikhu dikhu.
Mitutu minatu turutu yamatu.
Mitutu tunatu turutu yamatu.
Santu taru beduru salyo pakhu bepara.
Santu taru beduru salyo pakhu bepara.
Sango pusabungo ete doate ma asuta asuma kaye kaye.
But the most interesting aspect is the urge among the women folk to work harder by taking advantage of various government schemes meant for the weaker section, especially the tribals.
हम लोग का ऑल अपतनी का वो अंदर में विदर सोसाइटी है, वो विदर सोसाइटी में हम लोग जो वीकर सेक्शन बोलकर हम लोग एक ग्रुप बना लिया है, जिसका वो हस्बैंड नहीं है उसको कलेक्ट करके हम लोग एक ये ग्रुप बना लिया। ऐसे ग्रुप बनाकर हम लोग ये बस हम लोग सोसाइटी फॉर्म करने का साथे साथे वो ट्राई करने समय में हम लोग को देखकर ब्लॉक का ब्लॉक डिपार्टमेंट जो पीडी साहब ने हम लोग को एक दफा मीटिंग बुलाकर आप लोग ऐसे वीकर सेक्शन के लिए ऐसे ऐसे स्कीम है बोलकर हम लोग को बताया। 3 ग्रुप दिया है, 3 ग्रुप में हम लोग को एक ग्रुप का 15,000 ऐसे 45,000 दिया है। 45,000 से ये पिसपोन को कट कर हम लोग को ये पहले खेती था उसको ये हम लोग कट कर पिसपोन बनाया है। प्रोडक्शन हम लोग का ये जो साल में 1 लाख ज़्यादा ही होता है, 1 लाख ज़्यादा निकलता है।
A major contributor to the state's economy, life goes on at a fast pace here in the lower Subansiri district of Arunachal Pradesh. Modern Guwahati is built on the remains of a legendary and historic past. It used to be the most important center of worship of Shakti and Mother Goddess, and the ancient temples stand testimony to this. Perched atop the legendary Nilasal Hills on the western suburbs of Guwahati city is the world-famous temple of Kamakhya, the Hindu Mother Goddess. Hundreds of visitors visit the temple on any given day. But the month of Asara is special. It is this month when the sun in the house of Mithuna Rasi steps into the first pada of the constellation Adra after enjoying Mriga Sira. Mother Goddess is said to have entered the period of menstruation. Mother Goddess being identified with Mother Earth, all kinds of activities related to fertility comes to a halt and the temple remains closed. It is during these 4 or 5 days that thousands of devotees from all over descend on Kamakhya, waiting for the temple doors to open at the end of the period. They come from all over, though mostly from Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, and Rajasthan. At the end of the Mela, the devotees collect pieces of the sacred cloth that is believed to be soaked in the holy fluid emanating from the Yoni Pith, the most venerable part of Mother Earth, which is also the principal object of worship here. Taking a holy dip in the Sauvagya Kunda, the pond that brings good luck, is a must. 4 days is long wait for the devotees who crowd the temple township, and the authorities make special arrangements for their stay and well-being during this period. NGOs and voluntary organizations also step in to help the authorities run the Mela smoothly. Voluntary groups organize food for the devotees, and it's a sight worth seeing how people make long queues for food. Looking after their health and sanitation needs is yet another area that needs special attention.
कुछ पेशेंट्स जो है जो यहाँ तक आ सकते हैं, हम लोग उनका नाम और जैसे कहाँ से आए हैं वो लिख के एक स्लिप बना के वो डॉक्टर के पास देते हैं, डॉक्टर उनको चेकअप कर देते हैं, उनको जो दवाइयाँ हैं फिर हमारे वो काउंटर है मेडिसिन काउंटर, वहाँ से उन लोगों को दवाई दिया जाता है.
Every day we are seeing about 500 to 600 patients approximately whom we provide with all the medications. The common ailments found here are, so for example, diarrhea, backaches, body aches, and all these problems.
The devotees are least bothered about the difficulties they face in an overcrowded situation, and they bide their time singing the glory of Mother Goddess.